Hey, good morning. Welcome to Hobby Evolution, episode 750. This is like a milestone, another milestone episode. 750. I like the quarters, the quarterly. Is that, yeah, quarterly. 250, 500, 750, 1,000. So we're heading toward 1,000. Ooh, I took out the coffee too early. Ugh. So 250 more episodes to get to 1,000. So let's see, 250 days. There's got to be like a calculator, a calendar calculator. I think I've done this before. How many days until calendar calculator? Let's see approximately when episode 1000 will take place. Subtract time from date. Okay. So we're going to start today, 12/9. Now we also need to take into consideration card show days. Add 250 days. I probably won't go live like every day from spring training. So 250 days from today is August 16th. However, we've got at least 8 card show days in there where I won't go live. So let's just say 10. Well, let's say 12. August 16th, 28th. It's going to be in September. So episode 1000 will occur sometime next September. There's going to be some days during the house renovation. The move-in, the renovation we probably won't be missing any shows. But during the move for sure. Spring training, Cubs convention, there's going to be a couple days during the Cubs convention I'll miss. Of course, card show days. So sometime in September, after Labor Day, it'll come after Labor Day, episode 1000 of Hobby Evolution. We'll have to do something really fun for that one because that's a big one. 750, 500, yeah, it's cool. We got there. 1,000, that's a big number. We've got Harlan in the house. What's up, Harlan? Oh, losing my voice this morning. Brian, what's happening? Johnny Boy Cards here. Terry. Herman, what's up? I talked to Herman last night. He was walking me through some troubleshooting, Streamyard troubleshooting. And we were both watching Home Alone at the same time. So I was watching Home Alone, and then I turned on Christmas Vacation, and I watched it twice. I had Christmas Vacation on the background, and I was listing some eBay auctions. I was listing some basketball card auctions. Link to my eBay store in the description of this video. Listing like all the basketball because I don't like basketball cards and I don't know the market. I'm tired of comping basketball. So all of these autos and relics that I had bought, I'm pretty sure I've made a little money on that purchase from October. So now it's just like liquidate. The baseball stuff, I will, there wasn't, most of the higher end stuff was basketball, which is what I'm going to be listing. And some of it's listed in my eBay store. A lot of it has sold, but there's some baseball. There's a lot of just early Bowman Chrome, Acuna, Soto, stuff like that, where it's like a $5 card probably. And then some other random stuff. George, what's up? Morning. Time to make another beer run. BEERRUN. Rough week and I'm out. Enjoy that brew. Let's see, and I'll enjoy my brew. My coffee brew. It's getting better. Good morning. Victor, rainy Chicago, you say. We have a layer of white stuff as I took Biscuit out for her morning potty. Yes, we've got about 5 inches of snow incoming today. So it may prevent me from a Walmart run. Actually, if I really want to go to Walmart to look for baseball cards, I'll go to Walmart and look for baseball cards. But actually, it'll be Target because I went to Walmart yesterday. I'll talk about that. Rainy Chicago. It's snowy Madison this morning. It is snow just in time for the morning commute. So all you suckers with a morning commute. I kid. David, what's happening? Good morning to you. Mark, what's up? Where we at? Mark Boston Smoke is here. George says it takes 8 minutes for a pot of coffee, so you must have ended it 3 minutes short. It takes my coffee maker like 20 for a whole pot. I think I need a new coffee maker. I need a new coffee maker. I need a new internet. Actually, the internet's been holding up. The Wi-Fi signal's been holding up. Cooter, the Wi-Fi signal's been holding up, Cooter. Don't forget to count the days until your Wi-Fi craps the bed. I told Dan had tweeted, ComC tweeted out a floor plan. And so it's basically a floor plan, and then like outside is baseball card storage. And Dan jokingly said, did ComC get the specs for your new house? Denny said, so he should have great internet access. And and seriously, those were the first two issues that, I mean, after I walked through the house before we decided to buy it, and saw like my wife's selling me on the basement, and like it's legit. And so when we actually bought it and met with subcontractors, my first was with the electrician, like, okay, I need a plug-in, like where this office is going to be, and then where this room is going to be, like along this wall, the store, the eBay, basically my eBay store. So I need a hard wire to plug in the internet. He's like, yeah, no problem. I mean, fortunately, the basement's not finished, so it's like an open slate. Like we can do whatever we want, and it won't cost us extra money to demo and redo things. So that was my first point. Well, actually, my first point, that was my second point of concern. My most important point of concern was when the plumber was walking through. And so we get to what's going to be an unfinished, which is going to look like the ComC map spec, the card storage area. And I'm looking up, and I see some pipes, and we don't like water. We don't like pipes near our storage. Now there's no pipes where over my eBay store, over my office, but there is in the storage area. So I told the plumber, I said, okay, here's the thing. My job is I sell baseball cards, cardboard. So there's going to be a lot of cardboard in this room. So I need like the best piping, whatever. So we're putting all new pipes in the house, and it's not that old, about 20 years old. So we're putting, top of the line to prevent. We had a big flood that I've talked about in the past, back in 2017, I think, that actually wiped out a card. Like we went from 2 card shops to 1 card shop because of this flood. And my mother-in-law lived 3 houses down from where we're moving in. And she had half of her basement, but then like next door, but further down from us, they like their whole basement, they were like 6 feet underwater in their basement. So it's like, okay, 2017, how much water was in this basement? Because that was like a flood of epic proportions. Like it wasn't like a 100-year flood. This was like a 1,000-year flood. We had it, I think in this area, we had like 16 inches of rain in like a 24 to 28 hour period. So it was like epic. No, not a drop of water was in his basement. Now this part of the neighborhood, it's 3 doors down from where my mother-in-law lived. And it kind of like the grade kind of went down in that direction. So this house is built up a little bit. Plus the owner dug an extra foot when he was building the house. So it's very secure. So that made me feel very good. And I looked around to see if I could see any like watermarks in my, like, have no idea what to look for, but I know what watermarks look like. Let's see. Zach and Porter has an odd question. Is the Ripathon being broadcast live, or are we using StreamYard as a place to collaborate? No, so it will be, well, both. It will be live on YouTube, and it will be a place to collaborate. So yes and yes. So StreamYard. So basically, I'll be doing. It's basically like when I do this, but on StreamYard, and like y'all are welcome. So I can do 10. I think it's 10. You can have 10 people on at a time. So we'll just kind of basically first come, first serve. But then, we might have to, be courteous and let somebody else in. So we'll just kind of see how it goes. So it's going to be on StreamYard, which will be, and so I'm only going to use one camera so I can have 9 guests on at a time. Because I think that, because I would have to send a link to you for me to use a second camera, because I don't have I have a subscription, but not like the most expensive subscription, because I don't even use it enough to make the $25 subscription count. So it'll be like just any show that's on StreamYard. So it'll be live. It will be live. I'll throw it live at about 4 p.m. Central. And then we'll do our Secret Santa, which I don't even think those that were in the Secret Santa, I don't even think we really came up with a time. So we can play it by ear. So 4 p.m. is when I'll probably kick off the stream. And if you're on Twitter, I shared a picture. I got all of actually not all, I've got a case of Heritage Miners, this year's Heritage Miners, my 3rd case. So I'll probably rip some of those boxes. I think I had 5 from last year. There's wax that I forgot I had. I think I had 3 or 4 overtime Elite Blasters. I thought I only had 1 or 2. There were a bunch of basketball packs that once I found the Walmart bag, I'm like, oh, I remember buying these, because I ripped a couple packs, and I'm like, I'm going to save these because I'll flip them later. Guess what? They're going to be ripped at the Christmas party. So I'll hate rip basketball. Let's see. Johnny Boy says, I was watching Home Alone as well with my daughter. Awesome. Jenny says, Zach, I believe the StreamYard will also be live on YouTube to view without joining. Yes. So yes, if you're not able to join in, you can just watch on YouTube. But the link will be available. So if you do want to jump on, the link is there. Ed says episode 1000 should be on StreamYard and rotate in various couch people. That's a great idea. We should probably do that. That's definitely, I think Jenny suggested doing that for like episode 500. I'm like, it's 500, but 1,000 is that's a good number. So I think that's worthy of a special edition where we invite people on. Absolutely. Let's see. Brian says you have to watch Wednesday on Netflix. Too funny. So my wife has been watching that. I've been watching it as much as I pay attention. It's on, but I don't pay attention. So I kind of know what's going on, but kind of not. I'm just in and out. It didn't really draw my attention. My wife likes it. And she was really excited when Christina Ricci came on. She's like, oh my God, Christina Ricci. Let's see. Jenny says it's going to rain in Minnesota tomorrow. What the hell's going on here? We've got inches of snowfall, and Minnesota and Chicago are getting hit with rain. Steve Ains Comedy, what's happening? Good morning. Happy Friday and happy Couch People Christmas Party Eve. Absolutely. Reppin' Rajon Rondo in the house. What's up? Scotty Dubs, I owe you an email. I apologize. Scott, I don't even think I responded to your text, so I apologize. Let's see. George says, I'm almost at 7-Eleven. Anyone want me to grab them anything? Red Light 34, what's up? Zach says, slippers or shoes, no shirt, no shoes, no service. Arlen says, get an Ethernet power line adapter. Work great for places with weak wireless. Aha. Paul Heath, what's up? Good morning. George is in slippers and shorts. Jenny says, doesn't a seller have to put in resale disclosure if there's been water damage? That's a question for my wife. I don't know. Actually, I probably should know that. I don't know if I've ever shared this, but I started the process to become a realtor. Way back, like in 2016. I think it was the year of the we had a lot going on, and so my dad was battling cancer and eventually passed away during that year. We got engaged. We were building this house, and I was studying to become a realtor. And I was studying to become a realtor because I hated my job, which I stuck with for another, 2021, 4 years from that point, 5 years, 2016 to 2021. And so I'm like, so I started, and I even met with, like, I had planned on joining, once I finished, planning on joining like a rival team of my wife's because I didn't want to work with my in-laws. So so I paid for the course, took all the tests. The only thing I didn't do was take the final exam. Like, I took all the pre-tests, like I qualified, whatever. It's actually a pretty simple process. And I never scheduled the final exam. And by the time it was the final exam, it was, let's see, when, or maybe it was the year of my wedding. I think I started the process during 2016, like during all this crap going on, and went through the winter months. And then I think my final exam was scheduled for like right before our wedding or something. I can't remember, but there was so much going on. My head was not right. So I'm glad. I'm glad that I didn't go through with it and go into real estate. I don't think I would have liked it. I think I liked the idea of just leaving my current position. And that's what I've told people. Don't leave a job. Well, if you hate a job, leave the job. But don't take another job just because you hate your current job, because do something you love. And I know not everyone's fortunate to do something they love. I did something I hated for 8 years almost. And I just stuck with it because it's like, it's easy money. It's great benefits, good pay. And just, I went through the motions for several years. Zach says, dude, you would have hated being a realtor. I know. I would have. I was only doing it to get out of my current job. And you're right. I think I would have. And just like, I mean, even by that time, my wife and I had been together for 2 to 3 years. And, but like now we've been together for over 8 years, and it's like, oh my God, like just overhearing her conversations and just, some of the stuff she has to deal with. And it's like, it really makes me like breathe a sigh of relief. Like, I get upset over somebody complaining about a $2 card not showing up for delivery. It really puts things in perspective when I hear my wife dealing with $1 million home that the deal is about to fall through. And I'm dealing with a $2 baseball card that hasn't been delivered in a week. So it's like, yeah, there's a little less stress when you're selling baseball cards, as opposed to selling homes. But then I had friends that were like, oh my God, you'd be awesome. Like, you'll love it, blah, blah, blah. But I think Zach's right. I would not have liked it. Let's see. Jenny says, if it's first come, first serve, what time should the Secret Santa crew arrive to open so we are all on then? That's a great point. I posed the question to several people that were in the Secret Santa. So if for those that are live in the chat right now, just put a time down when you can be available. Because, I mean, 4 p.m. to 9 p.m. Central is a pretty big window, and I assume not everybody is, available at various times. So I do know, and I think Herman's here, but Herman's going to be in and out, so I think he was kind of like up to whenever he'll try to make it, but he didn't know. But he can speak for himself if he's in the chat. If anybody else has a time, drop it in the chat and we can just kind of come up with a time here. Rep and Rajon says, are you going to inform Frank that he's a celebrity right before you move? I think he should know. Wouldn't that be funny? He'd be like, I was going to take a picture yesterday because he drives a Buick SUV. And I took Biscuit for a walk yesterday because it's just been the two of us for, since Tuesday afternoon. And I know she was kind of getting some bored. She was getting bored because I'm like down here all day. But then I try to hang out with the dog at night. And she doesn't like really coming down. Like it's like Biscuit gets cold. Like Biscuit loves, like she will rotate in this, like wherever the sun is coming through the windows, she will go lay in the sun. When it's 100 degrees, she wants to go outside and lay in the sun, which so do I. So I took Biscuit for a walk, and because I knew that we had snow coming in today, and like it was 38 yesterday, which is balmy. So like, okay, we can take a short walk, and she was excited. So open the garage door and I look over at Frank's, and Frank's Buick SUV's in his driveway with every door and window wide open, like sitting in the drive. It looks like he's probably been detailing, but it's like, did he have like a bad burrito and like make an accident, like driving down the road? Like what's going on? Like, did he stink up the car? And he wasn't out there. Like he had all of like, so we took a walk and it was maybe a 10-15 minute walk. And when we got home 15 minutes later, still no Frank, but his SUV still in the driveway with every door wide open. So he must have been like detailing it, airing it out or something, or he had an accident, bad burrito, and had to air his vehicle out. Diego says, what is free? Good morning, all. What's up? Bo was my background noise of the morning. Have a great Friday. Awesome, Diego. Thanks for jumping on. Zach said, we talked about that. I would have hated being a realtor. Let's see. Get your sleep in now for Diego. John says 11 a.m. available. What's up? Dystemic in the house. Our goal is to be on right away. I know the person who we sent something to will most likely not be on for family reasons. Let's see. Dan, what's up? Good evening to you. Let's see. Diego says, trying, but I have a 4-year-old that is ready, has me ready for limited sleep. George wants to get Frank on for a Q&A. My mom would be great, especially after a couple Michelob Ultras. My mom would be fun. My wife would be fun. I don't know about Frank. I don't know how well Frank would do on video. I don't think I'm going to ask. Diego says, no, daughter due to arrive at some point from the 10th to the end of the year. Jenny wants to know if Diego's working overnights. Herman says, yeah, my daughter has 2 dance recitals that day, so I'll be in and out. So yeah, so I guess we'll just play it by ear tomorrow. So Couch People Christmas Party, we'll roll it 4 p.m. to 9 p.m. Central. I'll be ripping some wax. It is a free-for-all Friday. We should do name the player game today. Since we're talking wax. I did make a retail run to Walmart yesterday. Actually, I hit up all 3 Walmarts now that I think about it. Because I went and I got Wingstop last night. I'm like, you know what? I want to get something bad for dinner. I want to order something. So after I hit the Wingstop, there's a Walmart like across the street, and I'm like, I'll go see what they got. But I went to the 2, and this is the Wingstop Walmart. The one across the street from Wingstop is the small mart. It's the small Walmart. And they have like a very small card selection. So I went to earlier in the day in the afternoon, because some of the Walmarts are stocked on Thursday afternoons. And I saw the stocker person one time at like 3 on a Thursday. So that's about what time I went yesterday. So I went to the first, I went to the Monona Walmart. That's the one Herman knows that Herman and I visited when he came up in April. So I went to that Walmart. and it looked like it had been stocked because they had Topps Update. Oh, excuse me. They had Topps Update. That's the wings from last night. They had Topps Update blasters. They had about 6. They had some Allen and Ginter. They had about 6 Topps Archives blasters. And then they had basketball. They had like select basketball. They had optic basketball. And it's like, whoa. And I know like they had Prism basketball a while back, but usually like it seems like this stuff, because I think this is a newer product, was surprised to see it. And I had no interest. I'm just like no interest in basketball cards. So I passed. I thought about picking up some Topps Update in archives for tomorrow, but fortunately I like put all of the wax in the rec room, and it's like, holy crap, this is going to take me 2 days to open all this wax. So I'm like, I've got 1 blaster box of Update. I've got 1 blaster box of archives. I've opened enough, so I think I'm good. So then I went to, but I haven't opened Allen and Ginter, so I considered it, and I'm like, I'll just go to the next Walmart, which usually has like the best selection of the Walmarts. So I went to that Walmart, and it looked like it had just been stocked. And this is the same Walmart I was at Tuesday after I took because it's kind of close to the airport. So after I dropped my wife off at the airport, I stopped at this Walmart. So I think they had some new stuff from when I was there Tuesday, but they had a ton of Allen and Ginter. And then by this time, it's like, I don't really want any. They had some Panini baseball, which I'm not interested in. I think they had some Update in archives, and like I was looking for Heritage High Number, or Bowman Platinum. So didn't pick up any wax. And then last night, the Wingstop, the Small Mart, did not have. I think they had. What did they have? I don't even think they had Update or archives. I think they just had Panini. They might have had some of the basketball, but so no wax. Did not pick any up. I will hit Target up today. There's a Target just down the street, so I'll drive through the snow. I got to go to the post office anyway, so I will check the Target to see if they have Bowman Platinum or Heritage High Number. What else is coming? Oh, speaking of, I think I'm going to have Topps Chrome Update for the Couch People Christmas party tomorrow. I pre-ordered 6 mega boxes of Chrome Update, which, by the way, Ethan Roberts' autographs are in Chrome Update. So he said he signed 5,000 stickers. And I did ask him how long how did he sign? So he signed all 5,000 in one sitting. It took him 4 hours. He signed all 5,000 of his stickers in one sitting. Took him 4 hours. And those sticker autos will be in Chrome Update, which releases next week, the 14th, I believe. If you pre-ordered on Target, you might be getting them as early as tomorrow. I received a shipping notification yesterday from UPS, and I'm like, what did I order? And then I got like the follow-up notification, and it said your Target order is on the way. And it's like the only thing I've ordered from Target, Chrome Update, baby. So they're scheduled to be delivered Saturday. So hopefully that comes to fruition, and I'll have some Chrome Update. And Ethan did confirm he's going to join us. I don't know what time, but he will be on at some point tomorrow for the Couch People Christmas party. I think he's got some Topps Update maybe to rip. It'll be fun. So I want to wait until he comes on to rip the Chrome Update. Now, the Chrome Update checklist came out. There's 140 autographs on the checklist. So the odds are long. And I think there's now hobby version of Chrome Update. It's typically been a Target exclusive. Now there's a hobby version. So it's going to be tough to pull those autos. But we're going to have Ethan on the Couch People Christmas party tomorrow. And so I'll wait. If they're delivered, I'll wait for him to come on. But he's got his, he was an Update, so he's got a Chrome Update card as well. Let's see. Where are we at? Let's go into the chat. John's buying Diego a case of condoms. Dude keeps busy. Congratulations, Diego. Let's see. Zach says John's form of birth control is never-ending airplane rides. Jenny wants to know what hockey and soccer. Hey, I do have hockey and soccer packs. I have these. These are actually in my eBay store. Nobody wants them. Nobody buys soccer and hockey on eBay. These are Pro Set Soccer 91-92 Part 1, whatever the hell that means. I've got like 50 packs of these. I think these were a Goodwill, in a Goodwill pallet. I do have hockey. So those. And another baggie, I think. Oh, what's this? Oh, I didn't know I had these. Well, this will be fun. I think we'll play a Name the Player game with these. I did not know I had these. Well, that's cool. So I have these. 1990 Pro Set Hockey. Is that what I sent, or I'm sending Herman? No, that's Score. So I also have these. 1990 Pro Set Hockey. There's probably 25 or so packs of that. But, shit. I didn't even know I had these. 97 Stadium Club Baseball. I didn't know I had these. Let's do a Name the Player with those. Let's do one of the packs I dropped. 97. These were at Kelch 7. I don't even know what that is. $2.39 a pack for 97 Stadium Club. So we'll play a Name the Player with those. That's cool. That's a fun find. We'll open some of those tomorrow. I don't even know what's in 97 Stadium Club. Probably nothing. Let's see. John says it also helps that women aren't attracted to me. John, Wikipedia says that is wrong. I'd rather go dot searching than sign my name 5,000 times. Let's see. Brian says having Culver's for my birthday today. Brian, happy birthday. Brian Dean celebrating a birthday. Happy birthday. John says Bo loves autos. His eyes lit up and his sinuses opened. Passion. Yeah, I actually slept through the night. I think I did wake up in the middle of the night, but it wasn't sinus pressure. But like I'm like, I don't know if you can hear it in my voice, but there's some congestion in my head. Hopefully it just kind of goes away. Hopefully, like Jenny mentioned yesterday, it's just like the oncoming snowfall, little pressure changes in the air. Hopefully I'm better. I feel, well, yesterday I was so flippin' tired because I didn't sleep. But I do feel better. And I was just waiting, because I told my wife, I'm like, I'm getting that sinus pressure again. I'm like, and she know, like when I said I took nose spray at 3 a.m., she's like, oh man, you were not in a good, position. Cause I like fight having to put any pills or sprays in my mouth or nose or eyes. I don't do eye drops. I cannot touch my eyes. That's why I wear glasses and no contacts. Nose spray's a little better. I can do nose sprays. I don't like it, but if I feel like absolute dog crap, I will. So yeah. Let's see. Jenny says, does StreamYard tell you if someone is trying to join if you have 10 people already? Yes. I'm just wondering if Ethan tries getting in and can't. Yes. So it'll, well, I don't know. I don't think I've ever had 10 people. I think there's like a backstage. I think you can have people backstage. Herman can probably help us out on that question. Herman's my StreamYard expert. John says, thanks for the crotch shot. That'll keep me from reproducing for a week or so. Just Inventory, what's up? Does Card Dealer Pro do all sports? Also, do you know if they plan on doing non-sports card capabilities? So, non-major sports, soccer, and like wrestling. Yeah, I said it. Sport, pro wrestling, and stuff like that. So I think in other non-sports, I think they are working on that. But I can't comment for sure. Let's see. But as far as like I do, basically all I do is football, baseball, basketball, and that's all covered. Let's see. Minneapolis Kid says, I think you need to start keeping records on the name the player game, keep standings. That would be fun. That would be fun. We actually did when I worked at the university, and I still have a group text chat with like the guys that I worked with. And there's 6 of us in the group chat. And it's funny, we're all over the place now. I'm in Wisconsin, and we all like work together at Western Illinois University, Macomb, Illinois. I'm in Madison, Wisconsin. One guy's in Colorado. One guy's in Rochester, Minnesota. Let's see. One guy's in Des Moines, Iowa. One guy's one guy was at Wake Forest University, but he's no longer in sports. One guy's still at Clemson, and I see him on TV a lot during basketball. He's he's SID at Clemson. And who am I missing? I think that's it. But I think Jay moved to Florida. So we're all over the place. But we still text usually about our, where we worked. But going back to why I started this story, we did Leatherneck trivia, Western Illinois Leathernecks. So we did we worked in the sports information office. And so we would do like historical Leatherneck trivia. And we had a whiteboard, and we kept like a check mark. And so one of the guys in our text group had the picture like in his phone still. And he's like, remember this? And it's, it shows like who, Pat won 44 times, Kyle won 38 times, whatever it was. That would be fun. I don't know if I want to do that though. Let's see. Brian says, thanks, KBO. I actually forgot my girlfriend. Stadium Club was bricky back then. Yeah, oh yeah. Listen to that. That might be the rapper. Yeah, it's definitely gonna brick. Let's see. George says, hockey. I busted the window out of my parents' store playing street hockey with a real puck. That's awesome. Let's see. Brian says he had to get reminded of his birthday. Jenny says, so $2.39 a pack for cards in 1997, and 15 years later, people are bitching about the hobby is so unaffordable at $4 back. Yeah, let's do the inflation calculator. Let's just see. What, $2.39 in 1997. Let's see. $2.39. It came out, let's see, June of 1997. And now, let's see, latest, December 2022. No data available. Okay, so let's go back to October. So $2.39 in 1997 is the equivalent as $4.44 today. And what are packs? Like if you went, what would a hobby pack of Stadium Club be in a store? Probably $4.44, probably $4 or $5. So as much things change, they stay the same as that. Am I butchering that? George has forgotten his as well. Here's I often forget mine. Actually, no, I don't forget mine. I always remember my birthday because it's June 6th, and it's always I was born on Anawan Fun Days, 1982, June 6th, 1982, Anawan Fun Days. So the first Sunday in June is always Anawan Fun Days. So every 7 years, my birthday falls on Anawan Fun Days, or it's always the week. So I always remember my birthday because Anawan Fun Days. I never forget Anawan Fun Days. So the two just coincide. But if I had a random birth like November 17th, then it would be a little more difficult to remember that. Let's see. Zach says, MLB player or not, there are seniority rules around here for the Streamyard. Someone like Jenny waiting to get in trumps Ethan. You gone put in your time around these parts. You got to put in your time. Let's see. We'll have a score. We'll have a scoreboard for seniority. The seniority scoreboard. John says Jenny's math sucks. What was Jenny's math? I didn't even notice Jenny's math. 15 years later from 97. I have to do my Oh, it's 25 years. Is it 25? Yeah, 25 years. Let's see. 97 plus 15. Let's see. Where are we at? George says, I shoot up with Nasonex daily. I may have to do a shot of Nasonex this morning because I can feel it. And I'm going to have to go outside and shovel snow or snowblow snow later today. Mr. Apex, what's up? My IT guy, Mr. Apex, take the damn plastic off your camera. Herman says, I don't think it does. It will tell them the room is full. Oh, okay. Well, that stinks. Jenny says, it's too early for math. The sun isn't even up. John says, you tend to lop 10 years off everything when you get to a certain age. That is true. I have noticed that. And I used to always give my parents crap about 10 years ago. No, it was like 20 years ago. And now I'm at that age where I lop 10 years. John, you are absolutely correct. The older you get, you tend to lop off years. Because I would have thought, like, I didn't even see, like Jenny said, 1997 plus 15, like that. Like, oh, yeah, that sounds right. And then, like, when John made mention of math, it's like 1997 plus 15. Oh, 25 years. Oh, oh, no. Is it really? Red Light 34 says, is $350 a good deal for a used Fujitsu 7160? Absolutely. Yes. Just make sure it's from a good seller. Make sure it's not broken or anything. If it's from a reputable seller, yes. That's a good deal. I would snap if it's from just make sure it's a good seller. That's a good deal. John says, Leatherneck trivia. Here come the bots. Let's see. Jenny says, yeah, I might be one of the OGs around here. Yeah. Let's see. January 2018, I met the guy trying to collect 1 million baseball cards, 1 million Cubs baseball cards. I knew he was my kind of collector / hoarder. An OG. Let's see. That's 70 CS, been 28 for 33 years. Pat won 48 times. What are we patting? 239 is now 33 cents. George says, not in Korea, John. It's thousands in these parts. Funny money. Mark Marinello, June 6th, 1982. I was about to graduate 8th grade. I feel old now. George says, been around since I had more subscribers than Bo. Not anymore. The game is rigged. George, another OG. Brian says, December babies always get cheated one gift. Yeah, and I had a cousin born on Christmas Day. And I can't remember if he loved or hated it. I'm sure he hated it. I mean, why would you like being born on Christmas Day? Like, you're overshadowed. June 6th is about like the perfect birthday because you're not over there. Like, there's no, like, you have Memorial Day, but that's like a fun holiday. Like, that's like Memorial Day. And actually I say this and I shouldn't be saying this because it's of what it is, but it's like the sign that summer is beginning. I don't mean any disrespect when I say that, but it's the sign of summer is beginning. People are out celebrating summer, campouts, pool parties, all of that. So I'm close to that holiday, the beginning of summer. No disrespect meant for Memorial Day. So June 6th, like boom, right in the middle. December, yeah, you're overshadowed. Like the entire month of December is like devoted to Christmas. November is pretty much devoted to Christmas. October's a good month. My wife was born in October. You've got Halloween, but you're not really overshadowed by Halloween. My wife was born in the first half of October, so doesn't right up against that. September is a good one. But then if you're born in like January, like that's just like you're not overshadowed by other holidays. But it's January. Unless you're in like Southern California or Florida or Arizona, then you're okay. February. Oh, John says February 29th, probably the worst. Can't drink until you're 84. March is a good year. Month. March is a good year. Terry's birthday is Valentine's Day. I'm like, what are your thoughts on Valentine's Day? I am like, but I'm a guy, and I think guys just tend to not like Valentine's Day. Like my wife and I, like, what do you want to do for Valentine's Day? You don't want to go out to eat on Valentine's Day because they jack up the prices. Dan says us Februarians. How do you say that? See, I pronounce February wrong. I say February. I leave the R out. February, the first R. February. 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 I hate saying February. February. It just rolls off the tongue. February. When were you born? I was born in February. When were you born? I was born in February. Let's see. Terry says, I always told the girls that I'm so sweet. George dresses down in pajamas and order a pizza for Valentine's Day. John, December 10th, 2022 is everyone's birthday. Let's see. Your bride wouldn't take you out on Valentine's Day because she knows you need an under 30-minute wait. That's true. Mine is December 30th. Cody in the house. What's up? Me and Tiger Woods. For Cody, I share my birthday with Brooks Kieschnick. I don't even know who else I share a birthday with. I used to know because that was like a thing when you were like in school. Like, oh, what's your birthday? I remember Cam Neely, who's a hockey player. For some reason, I always remember Cam Neely. I shared a birthday because he was like at the time in like 1994. He was probably the most famous June 6th birthday. Steve says my birthday is a day before Groundhog Day. Oh, another February birthday. February, would that be February 1st? Linda Blair and I share a B-Day. Okay, now I've got to look to see who I share a birthday with. Any June 6th birthdays. Oh, I share a birthday with Freddy Krueger, Robert England. Let's see. Colin Quinn is a June. Paul Giamatti. Let's see. Sandra Bernhard. Jason Isaacs. I don't know who Jason Isaacs is. He doesn't even look familiar. Name kind of sounds familiar. Actor Robert Englund. Of course, I know him. That's Freddy Krueger. Harvey Fierstein is a June 6th birthday. Oh, Sandra Bernhard. I know who she is. She was on Roseanne. So she's a June 6th birthday. Colin Quinn, a June 6th birthday. Let's see. Paul Giamatti. Let's see. Other June 6th birthdays. Steve Vai, a guitarist. The bassist for Slayer. It's a bassist birthday. June 6th is a bassist birthday. Slayer's bassist and White Zombie's bassist both celebrate June 6th birthdays. Max Casella from Doogie Howser is a June 6th birthday. It's a very musician-laden birthday because guitarist Monkey Schaefer of Korn also celebrates a June 6th birthday. Uncle Cracker! Stacy Keenan! How did I not know I shared a birthday with Stacy Keenan, Dan's all-time favorite crush? Stacy Keenan. I did not know that. Huh. Other popular or historical birthdays on June 6th. American revolutionary Nathan Hale, Abercrombie & Fitch founder David Abercrombie, and tennis pro Bjorn Borg. Bjorn Borg gets an other on June 6th. June 6th birthdays. Okay, wow, I missed a lot in the chat. Let's see. So we've got George saying, I feel like I'm on an episode of Napoleon Dynamite cooking some tots. Brian Dean, February 14th, 1980, first day of Army boot camp. Cody also shares Tiger Woods and LeBron James on the same day. Herman says, my birthday is always the first day of fall, September 22nd. Is that the equinox? Yeah, because spring and fall are the equinox, the autumnal equinox. Paige and Deanie Bean, I was born on the day that Lou Whitaker and Alan Trammell had their MLB debut. Oh, now I'm going to go down another rabbit hole. Baseball reference. Who made a debut? I don't even know where I can find it. I know I can find this somewhere. There's got to be debuts. Debuts. Where's my debut? Where's my debut function? I bet John could find debuts on Baseball Reference pretty fast. I feel like John's a quick Baseball Reference, knows exactly where it's at. Usually I do, but they've changed up. I think in the off season, the homepage looks a little different than during season. So, okay, I'm not going to find it. Let's go back into the chat. John wants to know who wins a fight between Linda Blair and Freddy Krueger. Oh, that's a good one. I don't know. Bo's Bride later today. What did you do? Looked up who Biscuit shares a birthday with. Jason Isaacs is an actor. Diego says Edgerrin James, Madison Bumgarner, Greg Jeffries, Mike Wallace, Adam Jones, Kiki Vandeweghe, Pete McCannon are some of my sports birthday buddies. Victor shares a birthday with Bruce Lee and Jimi Hendrix, November 27th. Very nice. November 27th is a good birthday to remember because I bet Thanksgiving sometimes falls on your birthday. And that's a birthday like you don't mind sharing a birthday with Thanksgiving because that's another like celebratory, like you're all gathering. There's no gifts given at Thanksgiving, but you eat a lot of food, you party. I bet that's a good birthday. David has a link for us. ESPN debuts. Let's see. Oh, wow. David for the win. 1982. Oh, wah, 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 wah. We do not go back to 1982 on the ESPN website. And David mentions, never mind. The ESPN one only goes back to 2002. There's got to be, I wonder if I Google MLB debut 1982. Here we go. Baseball Reference. I just had to Google it. Let's see. 1982 debuts. So let's sort it. June 6th. Wow. So since June 6th was kind of early to mid-season. Holy moly. There's actually a pretty good one. Frank Viola made his major league debut on my actual day of birth. Frank Viola. June 6th, 1982. That's a good one. There were two others. Two others. Rusty Tillman, which sounds like a serial killer, and Steve Centeny. So, wow, Frank Viola made his debut on my day of birth. Let's see. Dan wants to know what year was Bo born? 1982. 40 years ago. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Sam Weaver debuted on my birth for George. My wife and her brother were both born on Thanksgiving Day, the 22nd and 25th. How about that? Royals 417, Matt is in the house. He shares a birthday with Yogi Berra on May 12th. Let's see. George says birthday in the 1800s. He was shit. Sam Weaver. Let's see. Lance says, mine is easy to remember. St. Patty's Day. There you go. Somehow I never seem to remember it. Aha. I see what you did there. That's a good one. You're always celebrating, unless you're old like me, on St. Patrick's Day. Dan says nobody debuted on his birthday. Gil Hodges died on my third birthday. Screw bass players. I share a B-day with Jazzy Jeff. So let's open a pack of 97 Stadium Club. I have some more we can open during the Couch People Christmas party. Let's see. They're probably bricked together. We'll play the Name the Player game. Oh, they are bricked a little bit. Oh, I hated this year of Stadium Club. I did not like this year of Stadium Club. These are like all bricked together. But it's easy to play the Name the Player game. Let's grab an envelope. These might be tough. 97 is going to be tough, I think. Because not too many. I feel like, how can anyone hate Stadium Club? I am not a Stadium Club. Like, I think they're cool images, but I'm just not like, I appreciate the photography, but I don't really care for the cards. I love the pictures, but the cards, it's like, I'll pass. So I just feel like 1997 is a year that nobody really collected. I didn't collect in 1997. I collected, but I just didn't collect cards. I collected wrestling magazines. wrestling magazines. That's what I was collecting in 1997. I was a huge diehard wrestling fan from like 95 to 98. And then I was still a wrestling fan like through the Attitude Era, but not as much. I got back into baseball in 98. Anyway, let's play Name the Player. This is going to be tough. I don't know if David's still here, but he might get this. It's his Pittsburgh Pirates. Name that player. Pittsburgh Pirates, 1997 Stadium Club. The backs are kind of hard to read. He was a third baseman, right-hander. He was born just down the road from me in Milwaukee. Born in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Not Carlos Garcia. Let's see. Diego. Wow, Diego. How about Diego pulling Joe Randa? Joe Randa is correct. You are correct. Now I got to take my hat off. Oh, look at that hair. Look at that hair. Diego. We got to mark Diego down. Where's my notepad? We got to keep score. Diego's the GOAT at Name the Player. Time to replace the hat. I know. It's dirt. And my wife washed all my hats like a month ago, and it was like white again. This should be easy. Colorado Rockies, 97 Stadium Club. This I know Diego will get it. If Diego could get Joe Randa, he'll get this guy. Scotty Dubs, the first one to get it. Yes. Ellis Burks. Oh, and Diego didn't even get it. Oh, man. So we've got Scotty Dubs on the board. Let's see. So Scotty Dubs was first on my screen. Dan was like just right behind him. John was right there. Let's see. Diego missed it. Andrew missed it. George says, I'm going to slow down the stream so I can win the game. Dan, I did see your post, but you were not first. I got Scotty Dubs on my screen first. Let's see. Ooh, this is going to be tough unless you're an Orioles fan. He's a pitcher. Baltimore Orioles. I don't know much about him. He was born in how do you pronounce the city where all the baseball players are from in Dominican Republic? San Pedro de Macorís. Not Mo Sanford, not Lee Smith, not Ben Rivera. Let's see. I thought this guy's last name, his last name starts with an R, but it's not Rivera. He may be his first name, DeMarcus. So basically how it's spelled out. Let's see. Yes, his last name is Rodriguez. DeMarcus. It is Rodriguez. Okay, I'm going to give it to Victor. We'll accept last names, even though I kind of gave it away. Rodriguez, Nerio Rodriguez. So we're going to give that to Victor. Because that's a tough one. We'll accept the last name. And I'll accept the last names. And if it's a rare first name, I'll accept that. Like with had John been there's only 6 cards per pack. Is that right? For $2.39. What's the math on that? That's ridiculous. In 97, $2.39 a pack divided by 6. That's 40 cents a card in 1997. That's ridiculous. Huh. Okay, so we've got Diego, Scott, and Victor all tied at 1. Okay. Oh, here's a good one. I think you'll get this. Yes, I did need a calculator for that. I'm not good with math, okay? Okay. Pitcher, Cleveland Indians. Probably not known as a Cleveland Indian. He was known for another team. Yes, John. John got it. Oral Hershiser, most known for the Dodgers. Hershiser. John Keating is on the board. We are all knotted up. 1-1-1-1. So now we go to Oakland. And we've got the Athletic. Since we only have 6, we might do 2 packs today. So we've got an Oakland Athletic. I'm not going to give a hint. I could give a hint, but it'll give it away. Not Sheets, not Oral Aloysius. Giambi, John is on the board again. Yes. I will accept your first. It's not Matt. It's Jason Giambi. But we'll give John the credit because Giambi was correct. Although, actually, because he has a brother, Jeremy, which I think played at the same time. But I'll accept Giambi. We gave Victor credit on Rodriguez. We'll give John credit on Giambi. So John has taken the lead on Jason Giambi. Oh, this is tough. I don't think anybody's going to get this one. We're going to do a second pack. Seattle Mariners pitcher. Who the hell is Matt Giambi? Nobody knows. It's he's the Cooper Manning of the Giambis. Pitcher for the Mariners, born in 1966. It's not Putz. It's not Ayala. I don't think anybody's going to get this. He was actually voted the Mariners pitcher of the weekend, pitcher of the year. What the hell? It must have been a slow year on pitchers in Seattle in 1996. Herman, how in the hell did you get this? Herman in the house? Bob Wells. Who in the hell is Bob Wells? And how do you know his name, Herman? Herman on the board. Okay, so John takes pack 1. Basement card collector, what's up? So here it is, 1997. Herman saw the card yesterday. 97 Stadium Club. Pack number 2. So there's only 6 cards per pack. So we're going here, and let's see. Ooh, we got a fancy card in here. What the hell? You got to be kidding me. You're going to get a laugh out of this. Okay, first one up. I don't know if Zach's still here. Chicago White Sox. Dan, I expect you to get this. Actually, this guy, I thought it was somebody else, but no. This one was born in, so this guy was born in Puerto Rico. Not Guillen. He's a pitcher. Was a pitcher. Not Derek Bell. Also played for the Cubs. It's not Thigpen or Castillo. Not Loaiza. Played for the Cubs. And then the White Sox. He actually played for the Cubs in 94, 95, and 96. Yes, Navarro, basement card collector, is on the board. Jamie Navarro. I see what you're trying to do, John. So basement collector is on the board. John still holds a slight lead. Okay, this is a fastest finger contest. We might have to do a third pack, by the way. This is just a fastest finger. Toronto Blue Jays pitcher. Not in the Hall of Fame. Let's see. There you go. Royals 417 is the first on my screen. So Matt on the board. Roger Clemens. Okay, so Matt. Wow. So we've got John in the lead with 2 points. And then we've got a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, a 6-way tie. They all look like Max Headroom to George. A 6-way tie between Diego, Scott, Victor, Herman, basement card collector, and Matt 417. Or maybe it's the beer says George. So here we go. We've got Boston Red Sox, Matrix parallel. 97 Stadium Club, Boston Red Sox. I will try to focus. There we go. There's some good focus. Boston Red Sox outfielder. Not Valentine. Oh, it is Valentine. Yes, it is. Yes. I'm like, no, yeah. Basement card collector has tied John with John Valentine. Okay. We're not going to show this one off because it's Jason Giambi again. Jayhawk Farm, what's up? We're not going to show this one off because it's Bob Wells again. But the last card, Matt Rodriguez. Let's see. 97 Stadium Club, Baltimore Orioles. I feel cheated in this pack, so we'll go to a third pack. And we've got such a close game. Baltimore Orioles catcher, 97 Stadium Club. Basement card collector. Wow. Damn, you guys are good. Basement card collector first on my screen. John was right behind him. Scott was in there. Yes, Chris Hoyles. So basement card collector has taken the lead with 3. We'll go to the final. This is it. This is the last. I mean, I have other packs, but we're going to do 3 packs and we'll declare a winner. So right now the scoreboard through 2 packs of 97 Stadium Club, we've got basement card collector with 3 points. John, that 70s card show with 2 points, and a 1, 2, 3, 4, a 5-way tie for third between Diego, Scott, Victor, Herman, and Matt. John has Bob Wells pre-typed. So we will not do doubles. So I'm going to go through just to make sure. Ooh, this is going to be a fun pack. This is going to be a fun pack because these are all. That might be a tough one. That'll be a tough one. Okay. Jenny's watching from the back. So we've got the first couple. I'm going to mix these up so we don't have. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm going to keep them in the order that they came in the pack. I was going to mix them around. But I'm going to keep them as is because the last 2 are really tough. So you've got to be on your game. So these are just fastest fingers because this I think you'll get. Colorado Rockies. Let's see. Scotty Dubs. I know that you were just typing really fast. We're going to give it to Scott. Scotty Dubs with Bishkeeter. We'll give it to you. Dan has the same problems with Bochette. Victor can't even. Nobody has spelled Bichette correctly. It's a good thing I don't take points off for misspellings. Nobody has actually spelled Dante Bichette's name correctly. But we're going to give it to Scotty Dubs because I knew what he meant. We're not Jeopardy here. Dan, if we're giving away points for spelling, Dan wins the spelling bee. Scott. So Scott has moved into a tie for second place with John. Okay, here we go. Here's a gimme. This is a gimme. George says, lumbering down the baseline, Dante Bichette. Here we go. Here's a gimme. Fastest fingers gets this one. Dan with the fastest fingers. John Smoltz. Point awarded to Dan, who is on the board. Basement card collector. Thank you. I stole this idea from my buddy Bronco at Baseball Card Illustrated. Let's see. And actually, what's his name? Darren Rovell has done this on Twitter for several years as well. Let's see. Scotty Dubs, but I got the idea from Bronco at the Madison Card Show. So Dan got the point for Smoltz, Scotty Dubs, John. Victor says smooth. I don't know if he was talking about the way I presented the card or if he misspelled Smoltz. Let's see. John Smolchette. Let's see. Matt is delaying going to the doctor until after the game. So we've got we've got 4 cards left, and we've got basement card collector who may have had to bow out to go to the doctor. New York Mets. And I'll give you his position. He's a catcher. New York Mets catcher. Scotty Dubs has moved into a tie for first place, correctly guessing Todd Hundley. We have now a tie for first. Scotty Dubs and basement card collector are tied with 3 points each, with 3 cards remaining. John has 2 points. So John is close. Scotty and basement card collector. But nobody's out. Nobody's completely out because Diego or Victor or Herman or Matt or Dan could make a run because we have 3 cards left and they each have 1 point each. And if somebody who doesn't even have a point on the board could tie for first place if you run the board on these last 3 cards. So here we go. So everybody's still in it. Everybody is still in it, even if you don't have a point. Kansas City Royals. Is Matt 417 going to get this? Kansas City Royals. It's the guy that's I won't give you credit for Mike McFarland. It's the guy giving the high five. Yes, we have a correct answer. Royals 417. Yes. Tom Goodwin. So Matt has his second point. So Matt's making it a game. Okay, we've got 2 cards remaining. We've got 2 in first place, a tie for first. Do we have rules in place for multiplayer cards? So far, we have not had multiplayer cards. I'd probably just not do a multiplayer card. But this guy, we're only. I'll tell you when I show this card. Matt says still upset I was filling out paperwork on the Randa card. So scoring update: Basement Card Collector and Scotty Dubs are tied for first place with 3 points each. Matt Royals 417 and John are tied for second place, or I guess that would be third, with 2 points each. And we've got Dan, Korean Cardboard, Herman 3B Collection, Victor, and Diego with 1 point. So this card, it's not Harold Baines or Lyle Mouton. And since Zach is here, Zach might know this. It's not Baines or Mouton. It's the other guy. It's not Ventura nor Canerco. It's not Ron Karkovice, not Ventura. Who's going to get it? Let's see. I think he came up in 95. It's not Steve Sachs. I think he made his debut in 1995, but I could be mistaken. Not Luke Appling. Who's going to get it? Born in Kentucky. That's probably not going to give it away. He was a third base / shortstop. Third base / shortstop, not Getz, not Mags, not Caruso. Oh, man. Are we not going to get it? Not his only card. He actually has a lot of cards. I mean, this is the 90s. Yes, Diego! Diego. We waited long enough for Diego to get Chris Snopek. Chris Snopek. He actually has quite a few cards. Chris Snopek. So Diego has moved into a tie. So here's the standings with 1 card remaining. 1 card remaining. And one of you is going to be probably happy with this one. It's a tough one, but I think one person in the chat who's on the scoreboard is going to be happy. So with 1 card remaining, Scotty Dubs and Basement Card Collector have 3 points each. They're in the lead. Right behind them with 2 points each, we've got Diego, John, and Matt, Royals 417. And then with 1 point each, Victor, Herman, and Dan, Korean Cardboard. Here we go. The final card. And I have a feeling we may have a 3-way tie. Kansas City Royals pitcher. This is a tough one. Oh, maybe it's not. You might have to have the fastest fingers. I think I'm going to wait. I'm actually going to go with spelling on this one because it's not Rosario. It is not Rosario. So I am not accepting Rosario. Royals 417. I'm going to give it to him. Because it is Rosado, and I accept last names. They have to be correct or at least spelled correct. So Rosario, I did not want to accept. Jose Rosado. So, and I think Matt did get it. He redeemed himself. So we ended things And I think I will. Since we ended things on a 3-way tie, I think we will have to leave it at a 3-way tie because Basement Card Collector, he was at a disadvantage. He had to go to a doctor's appointment, so we'll have to resume. Yes, these are 1997. Yeah, no cut, 3 packs, no Cubs. So I'll keep the, here's the leaderboard. We'll just keep a running tally. That's a good idea. I don't even use my whiteboard. I should use my whiteboard. But I'm going to leave that up there. So that was fun. 97 Stadium Club. I'm going to be on the lookout for random baseball packs. And I think baseball's the best. Football we have a little fun with, but I think we're all baseball fans first in here. So I think maybe we just keep it to baseball unless I run out of we don't want to do Stadium Club every time. Victor says, let's bring out the spread. Oh, that's a good idea. I love spreadsheets. That would be fun. That would be fun. Let's see. George says, well, F, you keep a running tally, then I give up before I start. Let's see. John burned a few calories on that. Got to leave to the doctor myself. Matt, good luck and have a great Friday. Card Hobbyist says those cards look like prime candidates for bricking. They absolutely are. I've got a couple more unopened packs here, and you can hear them unbrick when you do the little bend. Friday new hits segment. What time is the party again? 4 p.m. Central. We'll kick things off for the Couch People Christmas party tomorrow afternoon. I will go live tomorrow morning, so there's going to be a whole lot of me on YouTube tomorrow. For Hobby Evolution, probably in the 8 a.m. hour. Is typically I sleep in a little bit on Saturday. My back might be a little sore because I'll have to do some shoveling and snow blowing later today. Let's see. So about 4 p.m. Central is when I'll kick off the stream. It'll be on StreamYard. Y'all are invited to attend. 4 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. finish time approximately. Kind of just whenever I get tired and I'll be like, okay, guys, it's 9 p.m. I'm going to end this. Good night. So, but we'll call it 9 p.m. Central time for an end time. Might be 10. But I think 9, with all the wax I have to open, I think 9 is probably a good time to cut things off. Plus, we'll be opening things and all that. Victor's going to have to figure out his video options. So that's what I had for today. So thanks for joining in. A fun game of Name the Player, 97 Stadium Club Edition. Back at it tomorrow morning in the 8 a.m. hour. Weekends are always kind of up in the air on time when I go live. Other than that, the Couch People Christmas party starts at 4 p.m. Central right here on my YouTube channel. It'll be on Streamyard, which will push it to Twitter, and I'll probably throw it to Facebook as well. And of course on YouTube, and you'll find it right here on my YouTube channel. eBay store, I added a couple hundred more cards to the eBay store yesterday. Link in the description. I've got closing in on 100 basketball auctions. So those are going on in my eBay store. So is tomorrow BYOB? Yes. Bring your own beer and bring your own pizza and bring your own cards. It's the BYO everything. So that's what I had today. Thanks for tuning in. Like, subscribe, all that jazz. We'll see you tomorrow.